Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. This is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. Returner decides to fair catch this. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? A handoff to the back. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards, get those first downs.
Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Penn State. Just ran away from the defense. This offense comes out immediately, gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a quick grab. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
That completion makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Third down coming up after that running play. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, what a play here by this linebacker to come up with this sack. I love the call to be able to blitz him here, to be able to put pressure on the quarterback. And over the years, my gosh, I don't know if there's another school in the country that's had as many linebackers with a playmaking ability as Penn State. Micah Parsons most recently, but going back to LeVar Arrington and Sean Lee and Paul Posluszny, I mean, the list goes on and on and on.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop here.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He goes nowhere on third and short. I don't think he got it. So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. This will go incomplete and a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And now the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive moving.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
This is the 6th play on the drive. The shotgun running play call. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Can he make it to the marker? Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Well, that's mano a mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Not much on that play, brought down short.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And there's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Breaking tackles. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. And here's the handoff. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The offense 2 for 2 on third downs in this drive, but this will be tough. It's third and long. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Down he goes, a sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick returner. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking. Return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
Manages the tricky footing and knocks through the PAT.
That makes the score Penn State 10, Clemson 7.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They've got the lead, but had to settle for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's got it for a big gain. They tagged him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
He stopped and gets a first down.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades. Going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently. And, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Handoff to the right side. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Finding some room at the 25. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. Well, they trust the running game on 3rd down there and come up with a huge chunk play.
Chris, to me it looked like the defense was just selling out to try to come up with a stop on 3rd down. And once the back got the yards he needed, he looked a little bit surprised. He was still on his feet and looked around and saw that he had room to run and picked up some big yards.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff testing the middle. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Game moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's swarmed by the defense. No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Penn State.
No hesitation from the head coach. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1.
Black 24. Black 24.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. The Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Quick throw to his receiver, and he's got it. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then he can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
On first down, it's play action. He's escaping the pocket now. Short pass finds the tight end. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff to the back. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Play action fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play... First down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Last possession, then settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? They'll run it here. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Now it's 2nd down here. Testing the right side here. Tackled, but 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
They'll feed the back again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. They're going to run it. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops it just short of that first down marker. The Nittany Lions hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And they pick up the first down to the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Here's the handoff. And the tackle is made after a... So 2nd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Can he reach the end zone? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the extra point goes up and good. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. Can he make it? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown!
Chris, when was the last game you saw not only one, but two kickoff returns for a touchdown by the same guy? Unbelievable performance, not only by the return man, but the entire unit setting these returns back for touchdowns.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. He'll hand it off. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Movement at the second level of the defense now. That's a design quarterback keeper. Has the first down and more. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for that first down.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Here comes a handoff. You make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, what I love here is just a vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
The end of the third quarter. With the score, Penn State 20, Clemson 17.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. 1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Penn State. This offense really clicking.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Offense begins at the 40 after that penalty. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
Well, that would have been a great pass on a beautiful sunny day, but in these elements, that is a tough thing to do. Outstanding throw and catch.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
And the Tigers look to keep this drive moving. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Caught quickly. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. The Tigers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the defense did a great job of mirroring the runner that time. Nowhere to go. Big loss in the game. They walled him off perfectly, brought him down before he could get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. From the shotgun, drops back. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Kick is up and no good. After the miss, they're still down by 10.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
They'll hand it off. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Brings up 2nd down.
The defense setting up to go against this heavy formation. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Brought down at the 33, but good enough to move the sticks.
Well, another nice run by this running back. He's well over 100 yards now on the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
First down here for this offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
The back's got it. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Now, to play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. And the tight end grabs it over the middle. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a 1st down.
Well, I'd love to see this late in a game like this with the lead. Get aggressive. Go for it here on 3rd down through the air. Quarterback delivers to his receiver. Comes down with a nice completion and a 1st down, and they keep that clock moving.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And the Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll test the right side here. Breaking free at the 35. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
He'll hand it off. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Ball handed off. That's strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play.
Gain of 4.
Here we go. Third down. Defense needs a stop here. Trying to force a field goal attempt. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will